A Grand Rapids judge is watching the unfolding confirmation process perhaps a little bit closer than most. The process going on now for Judge Brett Kavanaugh. He was nominated for the U.S. Supreme Court by President Trump. The two judges worked in Washington, D.C. at the same time as clerks with the courts and Justice Department.
The two men also faced off in a whole different kind of court. Barton Dieters is here with a unique perspective on a man who could be the next justice of the Supreme Court. Barton?
Leon and Marley, Brett Kavanaugh was the Yale-educated son of a judge, clerking for the man he's slated to replace, Justice Anthony Kennedy. Kent County Circuit Court Judge Christopher Yates was fresh from the University of Illinois and on his way to a career in the U.S. Justice Department and a judgeship in Kent County. But for a while in the 1990s, both men ran in the rarefied circles of Washington, D.C., justice and judiciary.
The United States Supreme Court, believe it or not, has a basketball court above the court chamber.
The two young men were part of a regular pickup game in Washington, D.C.
If you dribble the ball, you can hear it down in the court chambers. It's affectionately known as the highest court in the land. He's a good player, but as with so many other players, he's got a dominant hand, and if you force him the other way, he's not quite so skilled. So the trick is to get him to go left, which is hard to do.
The players were people who would go on to shape the country's legal landscape.
Well, suffice it to say that everybody who has a clerkship at the Supreme Court is ambitious. There's no way you get a position like that without being a super achiever.
When you heard his name mentioned, were you at all surprised?
No, not at all.
People in those circles keep track of each other.
He was one of those guys who was always a superstar among superstars.
If approved by the Senate, where there is sure to be a battle, Kavanaugh would be only the 114th person to hold the position, one second only to the presidency in exclusivity and power.
One never knows what a justice will do, particularly a justice who was thrust into a position of essentially being one of the main decision makers. Now, I think it's fair to say that Judge Kavanaugh and Chief Justice Roberts are going to control the outcome of cases.
But when it comes to that other court,
there's no doubt that he has risen to the pinnacle of the legal profession, but I'm not sure he could get his jump shot off over me today.
Yates said it's often difficult to judge a justice until he's actually on the court. And judges rate their peers based on things like respect and for precedent and adherence to the traditions of the court and applying the rule of law equally to all people. Whether those things matter to the senators making the political decision on this appointment remains to be seen.